One of the areas in which WWE 2K22 impressed me the most was the new arenas that it brought to the table. The Rey Mysterio Showcase mode gave us a bunch of classic and really unique arenas that look great in the game. All of the NXT arenas took a huge leap in quality, looking extremely authentic to how they look in real life. And of course, who can forget the Thunderdome? The video board crowd that we had to get used to for so long there in real life WWE, so it was only fitting that it made it into the most recent video game, and 2K made that happen. Not only did we have a nice selection of new arenas to choose from upon the game's release, but 2K even surprised us early on into the game's release with a free content update that included the NXT 2.0 arena, which was incredibly awesome to see. I would say that WWE 2K23 has some pretty decent sized shoes that it needs to fill when it comes to the arenas that are going to be included within the game, but if they make the right decisions, they could easily blow what they've done with 2K22 right out of the water. To get us started, let's talk about the game showcase mode. Now, we don't know for certain who's going to be featured in WWE 2K23 showcase mode, but there have been a few names floating around, including the likes of Triple H, Edge, and most recently, Randy Orton. All of these names make a lot of sense as all of them have a large catalogue of matches against people who are either still working for WWE or are on seemingly good terms with WWE. So you wouldn't have a problem like you had with the Rey Mysterio Showcase mode, where so many big and iconic matches weren't included because of who those matches were against. All of these men have had long careers in the WWE, with Triple H debuting in 1995, Edge in 98, and Orton in 2002. So when you go through and pick out some of the most iconic matches from each of these men's careers, you're going to have matches that span various generations of Raw and SmackDown, various pay-per-view events, and of course, various WrestleManias, with Triple H himself competing in over 22 WrestleMania matches across the span of his life. So with the names currently being talked about in mind, we'd be looking at roughly 20 to 25 years worth of classic arenas making it into the game, and with these names in particular, I would predict that we're going to see a few extra WrestleMania arenas this year, as all three of these guys have had so many iconic matches on the grandest stage of them all. As I already mentioned, 2K22 did a fantastic job updating and implementing all of the NXT arenas into the game, making them look truly authentic to the real product. When I look through the rest of the arenas in the game and think to myself, what other arenas could do with this treatment? Honestly, I can't really think of any. They've done a really great job with all of the arenas that they have to offer. However, there is something included in every single arena in the game that is lacking, including those NXT ones that I just praised, and that is the crowd that is in attendance. Year after year, 2K make a big deal out of the game's graphics and how awesome all of your favourite real-life superstars look in the game. But if you take a second to just look at the in-game crowd and then compare what they look like to the in-game characters, it's a night and day difference. Wrestling games have done this really cool thing by making every member of the crowd an individual model, rather than it being a flat texture. So, all you need to do now is improve how each of these models look. Take them from the potato PS2 quality graphics that they are currently portraying, and bring them up to the level of everything else that this game is offering. When the crowd, referees, ring announcers, commentators, and all the extra bells and whistles look as good as the superstars and arenas, that's when this game is going to start looking like an imitation of real life. So I really think this is an area that they should focus on in coming years, rather than trying to make the superstars look even more realistic all over again. I've praised them once for it in this video, but I'll praise them again. 2K did such a fantastic job implementing the Thunderdome arena into the game, and they really didn't need to. I believe that the general feeling from the wider community was that they wouldn't bother including this in the game, but they did, and they should be commended for that. But if you can do this, 2K, then there's some other things I think the community would like to see from you, and you can start by adding in an empty arena. This is a fan favourite arena that for some reason comes and goes from the WWE Games franchise. I believe that we had a version of this in WWE 2K14, with the most recent version coming in 2K20, but come on 2K, why can't this simple and easy arena be something that we have in every game? I really don't think it's too much to ask, you know? You did some absolutely wild things with the arenas that were featured in 2K Originals in 2K20, and while it's a controversial opinion, I would love to see some of that stuff included in future games. But despite that, if you can do things to that level, then surely you can give us some simple things that we want to see, like the empty arena. And the final thing I have to add to this video is 2K, please, whatever new arenas you add to the game, take all of those parts and pieces and shove them into Create an Arena so that we can finally have some new things to play with in that mode. Create an Arena has seriously been lacking with new additions in recent years, and that is something that could easily be solved if you just took all the new arena parts that you're putting into the game anyway, and make those new parts featured in Create an Arena. 2 birds killed with 1 simple stone. So there we have it, folks. That's everything related to the arenas that I would like to see in WWE 2K23, but of course, I want to hear your opinions. So be sure to let me know what you want to see in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe for more WWE 2K23 content. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you soon for another one. Peace.
For years, you sat back in amazement and watched as countless legends from our community entered the most spectacular match the WWE Games world has ever seen. The FAM Royal Rumble! I don't need to tell you that this is a match like no other, man. It's the only battleground around that has the capacity to store such a stacked pool of talent, and now, for the first time in this event's history, you can become a part of it! FAM's opening up its doors and allowing one lucky member of our community to join in on the action and have their opportunity at becoming immortal by headlining Famniversary! I mean, that is, of course, if they manage to win the Royal Rumble match. So, do you want to be part of the FAM Royal Rumble? Here's how you can get involved. Step 1. Click on the link at the top of the video description. This will take you to a Google document that you will need to fill out. Step 2. You'll find the form to be broken down in 3 easy to follow sections, just 3. The first section will ask you for some basic contact information, so we can get in touch with you if you are chosen for the match. The second section will ask you for some details about the character you would like to submit for the actual event. And the final section is just a couple of small bonus questions, just so we can get an idea for some of your favorite moments from FAM in its entire history. And step 3, you filled out the form. All you need to do now is just sit back, relax, and wait for the FAM Royal Rumble to air. Tune into the show that will be premiered live on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/themovementxx in early 2023 to find out if you were the lucky person chosen to be part of the Rumble match. And there you have it. Seriously guys, look, it's as simple as that. Just follow these 3 simple steps, and before you know it, you'll be in the FAM Royal Rumble match right next to some of your favorite FAM superstars and some of the biggest legends this community has to offer. Good luck to everybody involved, and we can't wait to see who makes the cut.